What is mastering? In the early days, when engineers first began cutting master discs used to produce vinyl records, they designed signal processors such as compressor, limiters, and equalizers to prevent overloading the cutter head of the vinyl. But during the time, they also noticed that changing the setting on these signal processors could also have beneficial effects on the music styles. So, sooner equipment and techniques were developed to further sweeten the sound of our vinyl records. Since then, this has been considered the heart of the process, where clarity, smoothness, impact, and punch are enhanced, depending on the need of the music. The goal is to increase the emotional intensity. If the performance, arrangement, and recording quality are good to start with, then the final masters sound even better than the mixed tracks. And even casual listener can notice the difference. This is what albums need in the music market: big, radio ready sound and competitive edge. Traditionally, the process of creating the final master track from a final mixed track on a CD-R, DAT, or hard disk drive for the CD replication plant is called mastering. Role of a mastering engineer. The mastering process. It has got three main steps. First, assembly, editing, and restoration. Second, track sweetening. And the third one is the output. Let's check them one by one. Assembly, editing, and restoration. During this process, stereo mixdown sessions are transferred to a professional mastering suite like SADI. Then the tracks are sequenced into the order as they are requested, and correct spacing is made between tracks. Beginning and ends of tracks are faded to silence, or the cuts are cross-faded as requested by clients. Any kind of pops, clicks, and strange noise are removed from the tracks. Finally, PQ subcode and ISRC code are added. PQ subcode are used for CD track separation, track numbering, and track timing. ISRC code or International Standard Recording Code are used for recorded track identification globally. EAN code are used for whole album identification, but ISRC code are used to identify track instead of album. Even if you release a single or jingle, it will have to contain a ISRC code for its identification. Sweetening the track. Sweetening is a step where individual tracks are being processed using various analog processors and mastering plugins for a better sonic clarity, punch, and loudness. Mastering engineers during the early 90s soon realized that on compact disc with a fixed peak amplitude, they can possibly push the volume up with the help of digital signal processors, as which was not possible with the vinyl. Soon it became the competitive edge to produce the album with the maximum possible loudness, as they sound more pleasing to ears. This trend is still on the go, which is known as the loudness war. No doubt today producers and engineers one of the main goal is to achieve commercial loudness. But what's the secret? Why do loud music sound good? Well, it got some scientific reason, and we'll explain this to you all in the next lesson. But first, let's continue the mastering step number 3. Mastering step number 3, the output. During this stage, the finished music tracks are transferred to the media needed for mass production, usually CDR or known as recordable CD. This master disc can be played on any CD player, so the client can audition it and give final approval. Note, the CD replication plant creates the glass master disc that is used to make stampers, which are then used to press the CDs. Almost every CD plant prefer to make its own glass master for quality control reasons. The glass master should be a perfect mirror image of the CDR master, produced by the music mastering facility. Okay, why should I send my track to a mastering facility? If a mixing engineer is one of the rare few who can mix and master, then it might do fine. But there are few reasons why music producers or the record label send their track to a mastering facility. Reason number 1, fresh pair of ears. Usually a lot can be done to improve the mixes. The market is demanding. If you want the track to compete in the market, then it has to be sonically right. The mastering engineer has fresh, experienced ears. By the time the mix are done, everyone involved is tired of it. It's tough to keep the fresh perspective after you have heard a mix over 50 times or more. A new outlook, a new set of listening skills are required to the complete presentation rather than the details of mixes. It can make a huge difference. Reason number 2, professional mastering gears. The mastering facility has ultra clean processors, mastering grade A to D, D to A converters, high-end or customized audio monitors, which are built to handle stereo signals. A finished mix is a complete balance that can be made worse as easily as it can be improved. So it's worth using the best equipment available. Reason number 3, producers or record label budget. What if lots of money are put on a record production and you don't want to take any chances? What will you do? Let professionals do the job for that specific task. Doing it yourself. Today's artists are far less dependent on high-priced recording professionals. With many great sounding projects having never been seen the inside of a recording studio. With the advent of high-end software and mastering plugins, more and more project studios owners and music producers are experimenting with mastering their own work. But one of the first things to realize is that mastering is not mixing. And bear it in mind that it's a skill that takes many years and special talent to master. Final answer. If you got the proper skills and necessary gears for mastering, then you are most welcome. But if you want to learn the process, then get the necessary gear and practice and more practice until your work is being recognized. There is no shortcut, and please don't believe in guys who say they master their track in their bedroom. Every single music producer with a proper master track have access to some recording studio, or they must have installed proper gear in their home production setup, which they never show you. You cannot bypass the mastering quality standard in a low budget bedroom setup. Trust me guys, if you want your track to rock the clubs or music festival around the world, then you need to think carefully. If you don't trust me, then try sending one of your best mix track to a mastering facility and see the difference. But your mix need to be perfect. The overall output depend on your final mix. Guys, I think you all now have a better picture in your mind about mastering process and how it's done. Gears and softwares are available in the market. So it's time to develop some serious mastering skills. So buckle up guys.